$180 million.
What's up, fam?
Over
So I didn't do a radio show today, but we did have an event that's going on right now.
Years ago,
My co-host Angel Brown is doing it right now, so I want to try to get a taste of seeing what's going on here. And that's just teaching right here.
And now they want it back.
A bunch of people about wholesaling, real estate, generational wealth. They came from out of town to come learn about this business and about doing it in Baltimore. I'm talking about from a spiritual perspective, using your gifts, talents, and abilities for the glory of God, and maximizing it to help other people. So, although we're talking about real estate, talking about generational wealth, talking about those types of things, we are also giving God the glory in the process, because we have believers that are in the building that are doing that, as well as teaching those that are here right now. So take your gift, take your talent, take your ability, and make it happen.
Let's take a moment so we can eat, so y'all food can stay hot, and so Angel can eat, and then we can take a little bit and go back again. Good, but they need to eat.
They can eat while I'm talking.
Okay, you guys just don't
All right. So I'm saying,
get your questions in.
Get your questions in, like y'all got me right here,
right now. So considering like the the economy, the inflation, the market, what do you think is going to happen in the next couple months?
In which area?
In which area?
Oh, period.
In the entire country, because we all suffer, gas prices, rising grocery. So how do you think the economy will be in the next couple months?
So the housing market is hot right now, hot, and then it's going to crash.
It's going to crash.
It's going to burn, just like it did
back in 08.
Back in 08, it's going to crash. The values are up there; they're like overpriced right now, and it's a seller's market. The house that I live in right now, I got it as a foreclosure for $400,000 3 years ago, and I got an offer for $800,000.
Wow.
Just 3 years. That's $100,000 a year. So if you're smart, you can get on out of there. That's what I'm putting. You're getting off? I'm not attached to any houses. I'm not attached to houses. But I'm attached to business strategy. Strategy.
Mental. Okay.
It's strategy. I know that it's going to crash and burn. So why not take that $800,000, because pretty soon it's going to be $600,000, because people are going to start losing their properties. Because see, right now, because of COVID, a lot of things are standing at a still. People, renters are being protected, but the property owners are not being protected. So what's going to happen? Their houses are going to foreclose. You have tenants not paying rent, but there's no programs for the actual homeowners. They're going to foreclose. And now you're going to have a problem, because with foreclosures, now the prices are going to go down, they're going to drop, and now we're going to be back in this vicious cycle like we were in 08. So.
I mean, when the market crashed, a lot of people see it as, I mean, obviously there are bad things happening, but somebody that make themselves, you see opportunity in that atmosphere for someone like you.
Oh, yes.
Can you talk about some of those opportunities?
You should really be ready when it does crash, because that's when it's going to turn to a buyer's market, and you'll be able to start buying these properties for like dirt cheap, and all these foreclosures really cheap. But one of the issues that is going to be, the money. How are you going to get the money? Because they're going to tighten up. The banks are going to tighten up. You're not going to be able to get loans. So now you got to make sure right now that you are preparing for when it crashes to be able to buy it. Because if you're gonna wait, and then when it crashes, and now you're gonna try to apply for a loan, well, you have great credit, and you still won't get it, because they're just gonna tighten up. Did anybody, once COVID happened, if you had a high credit limit, did they drop your credit line? Anybody had that experience? Oh, I did.
What was the experience? I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I had a high limit credit card, but when COVID hit, the banks got scared. So, for example, Home Depot, I had a $30,000 limit. and they dropped it down to $10,000.
Wow.
Mhm.
Just like that?
Yeah, because they can. It's all in that little small writing. They were scared, so they were taking a lot of the credit lines and pulling them back. That's the type of situation you're gonna have when it crashes.
I don't.
So how are you gonna buy it? You know what I mean? So you need to be preparing for that now. How are you gonna buy it?
Now, would you suggest a hard money lender? How would you or go about getting a personal loan?
Hard money is very expensive, but for somebody like myself who had bad credit, I had to do that. I couldn't let them look at my credit. I didn't want them checking bank statements because I had all these overdrafts and all this nonsense, on my accounts. So I had to do hard money because they weren't looking for that. They were looking at the actual house and the deal. So if you can get away from doing hard money, I wouldn't do hard money. If you could do a personal loan, if your credit is good enough to do that, I would do that.
But then won't you get to a point where they won't allow you to get with so many loans?
No, this is the way you do
Would you want a
this.
drink?
So if you
half
go
an
to
hour, some tea,
a credit union, I'm
some
just
tea
gonna
in
say
there,
Navy
if you don't
Federal
mind.
because they're the easiest people to get money from. So don't tape that, Mike.
Yeah, okay. What?
No.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna have to edit that. Y'all don't listen to that. Okay. 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 So this is live. I'm gonna have to,
okay.
yeah, your people already responded.
Sometimes it's surprising, man.
All right.
So, all right. So let's say you do a credit union.
Yeah. Don't do what she just said. What she just said. Don't do that. So,
And you apply for $50,000 personal loan, right? And you get the $50,000.
so just want y'all to get a little taste of what's going on here. All right. Talk to you later on. You want to be a part of this. You want to get connected with some things that are going on. Let's talk. All right. Take care and God bless. But tune in for the teaching and preaching, which is
We're gonna take $6,000
more important, most
of the
important part
loan.
of
The
this.
loan
All
should
right.
be paying
God
for
be the glory.
itself.
Take care.
Right?
All right. Bye
So
bye.
you take $6,000 out, so you can start getting your people in or whatever you're gonna do with it. So now, technically, because you bought it with a personal loan, the house is free and clear. The loan is not attached to the house, right?
Right.
So now you put your people in. Let's say we do transitional housing. We put the people in, and you get a good amount of money in. Now you're gonna refinance that house, and you're gonna pull the equity out, and now